Hi, just an update on the daily liquidity, end of day, the 3rd of June. Um, Looking here at the main index, the SPX, we can start to see a swing here. I've got time-laid liquidity here, which shows us the closest liquidity being the thickest line, and the furthest away liquidity being an event 500 time periods away, as opposed to sort of 8 time periods away, is the very thin line. Then we have the relative or liquidity sentiment over a period of time, and it shows you how liquid something has been over a period of time. And then we have irregular liquidity. Irregular liquidity takes into account the different trading days of the week and normalizes our trading over a 15-day cycle or 15-period cycle. Down below, I have the same indicators, but I have them plugged in, I'm hoping, to the Mag 7. So the different things that we can choose within our filters is we can choose where we want to filter. So here I'm using the filter of what's been happening within the group of the Mag 7. And the interesting thing that we can pick here is, although they are similar, we can see that we've really started to have a lot more index buying through this period here. So this last week period coming into Friday, we can see there was quite a lot of selling from, as we can see, the rising irregular liquidity, the rising loosening selling here in the time-layered liquidity, and also the rising up here much redder than we can see, much redder here in the mag than we can see here in the indexes. So we've had a little change, a sector rotation away from the mag and into other stocks. So we've had gold come back into fruition. We've had the energy stocks come back in. We've had a lot of the bigger mining and uranium stocks come back in and start to really play a piece. And that we can see also in the today we saw it in the IWM and the Russell 2000. If we just have a look, let's see what the Nasdaq was saying. Oh, that we could see that obviously we had a much larger gain today than we did in the we had a lot larger gain in the IWM and Russell than we did in the main indexes, but we did still see an outsized gain in the SPX and the SPY. So just having another look here again, we can see it's a much more similar liquidity in the NDX, obviously because it is the same group, much more similar shapes, more similar effects, but it is still a little bit better than the rise that we're seeing in the mags. If we just go and have a look at the index ETFs. Again, we can see they've had this very strong periods in the index ETFs. In comparison, they've really entered into the fray here. Retail's really taken hold of this and is trading that well. Again, if we just have a look at the Qs, again, in the Qs, we can see even stronger. So a lot of the smaller stocks within the Nasdaq have really started to perform, and just look at the difference is so striking that retail is taking hold of this sector swing mid-month. We should start to see from today, tomorrow, we'll start to see charm come in as the theta burns on the put options in the standard trade of long the index, short a out of the money call, and long a hedge that has been purchased with that sale of the out of the money call. Anyway, that's a quick update on where we are today in the indexes with liquidity. So it looks like more up. There's nothing that's really changing. A little bit flat in the VIX. It's not retreating. It's sort of got to a level where it thinks it's all right. We still have a lot of puts and sold calls in the VIX, and those are obviously suffering that theta too. So the sellers are gaining even though the price is flat. Thank you very much. Have a good day's trading for the 4th of June.